Yo, what is up guys, it's FullySpaced here, and today I'm going to be showing you how to build a stylish survival house in Minecraft. I'm obviously going to build this in creative, but it's a really cool looking house for survival if you can manage to pull it off and get it down. It's quite a large house, you could probably fit quite a bit in it. However, during the interior phase I actually don't fit as much storage as I probably could, and I just went for more of a better looking purpose build for itself, so as you look at it, it will look a lot better than just having a crap load of chests everywhere. So as you can see how I'm setting down a foundation, I actually do play around with the foundation quite a bit and feel like maybe I should make an extension on the side here, which I started with first. As you can see now, this bit I'm building now is probably completely irrelevant and I probably could have removed it, but obviously you can see the foundation, so I'm keeping it in. However, I do actually end up removing this roof here with the foundation itself, purely because it's completely I started building it and thought, you know what, this isn't really going to work with the style and way I'm trying to build this house, so I removed it out. You could obviously put it in, and I decided to swap the side there and move it into the front, so we're going to have a center middle piece there, and that's what's going to be like the front porch area to the house. And then we want to build up the roof. I actually use stone brick and just normal bricks for this. So we got the stone brick and normal brick, and then we've got the oak foundation here. I'm just building up the roofs, making sure they look as good as possible. Just making a simple roof connected from middle to top, from bottom to top even, but not quite going over the centerpiece here, as I wanted to build a tower up here that actually you could go up into and have a watchtower for whatever you wanted to do with it. I personally just made it into a watchtower, as I just said. So we go up into this. I played around with it for a bit and tried to get a good design in here. I actually had to swap out a few blocks just so I could get it a bit more thinner on the middle. And then obviously I've put the roof back in on the bottom there, as you can see at the back. And then I started off with this weird roof pattern on the top here. So it's like a normal roof, but the bottoms don't quite connect to each other, so you have stairs going in different directions. If you look at it closely enough, you will see what I mean. I started filling in with the walls with stripped oak logs. Obviously, if you don't know how to do that in survival, literally just get an axe and right click the normal log. Don't turn it into planks, otherwise it will not work, and that will give you the logs itself. So as you'll see, I actually just basically plan out the whole build itself without the windows and things, so I've left them just purely open so I know windows are going to be there. So there's just giant holes in the building, as you can see. I quickly add these little designs to the roof, these little roof spikes, and then later on I actually add a chimney to that too. Just filling in the inside now, just filling in a few glass windows and doors, and then I start heading around the outside and adding these little lanterns that are kind of sitting on trapdoors. Some of them you can add to sit on top of the trapdoors, or you can just have them hanging from the roof itself, just really giving off a bit of light and just allowing the place to look a bit more lit up. Obviously I've only got the basic foundation down for this build, so I'm just going around and basically spicing it up and making it look a lot better. So at the top here I added these little hanging baskets with some just normal fences with some berry bushes underneath, and then we've got trapdoors going around a block of grass, just to really make it look like we've got these little hanging berry bushes, which I thought was a really cool idea. Obviously I've got the trapdoors on the windows there, just as like window sidebars. You can kind of close that look like you could close the trapdoors to close out the window type thing. And obviously now we're going to head over, and I've already started to build the porch there. I used birch wood for the whole floor of this house, and I've got a little just oak log with a slab on top, just to really make it really fence off the porch itself. I head round to the back and just add a few more torches or lanterns just to brighten up the area, and then go around the build with some cobblestone stairs, just to put a stair on each part of the building, really to give off the a bit more detail, simply making it look like it's being held up a lot more. Adding those cobblestone stairs to each section of the oak that frame that supports the building really does just let off a bit more detail and really make it feel like it's a bit more structured. Obviously I've built another little porch here with the door. I've planned these doors out, so when you plan these doors out you can build these nice little porches. That one's literally purely got a little bench on it with a few flowers, and I actually head up to the roof here and just fix that up with I play around with a few different designs, end up using just brick and trapdoors up there, and just leaving the holes because I didn't want to knock out the stone brick wall, so we've left that as it is. So now we quickly head around to the front house here, and I've actually already built one tree before I started recording the front, but now I just want to go around with some bushes and just use fences and stack 2 bushes on top, really to give off this high bush theme, like, you know, you get the tall hedges basically, so people can't really see into your garden. But obviously I've put some walls down so they can't get in, and you're gonna keep a few mobs out here and there, but obviously there's not a gate on this. I've built like a little an arch, a little arched entrance into the front of the front area, the front garden. So you won't actually be able to keep mobs out unless you put a door there. But I've got 2 lanterns underneath the arch itself, still got the fences there with the leaves on top, and then we just go around and build the path here going inside the build. From going inside, we want to just build up the path using cobblestone, coarse podzol, spruce, and just the path block itself. Build that all the way up to the porch there, as you can see, and then we started working on our little pond in this area here, and just filling in the much space as possible, bringing out a lot more life to the build, and just making it look a lot better. On the corner here, I just added a few wheat plants, and then we just, add a few berry bushes, and just bone meal the rest so we have a bit more detail, and chuck a few rose bushes in there, as the rose bushes generally look really nice. And there's just a block I like to use a lot, not really a block, but a plant I like to use the most, because they just give a lot more colour in the shader pack. Next up, I'm going to head over to the side here and just build another customized tree. So we don't just plant a normal tree and bone meal it, we've got an actual personalized tree. They look so much better than just bone mealing trees. Would definitely recommend just using these custom trees, or learning how to make custom trees, so you can bring off a better detailed build, and just make your environment around the house look a lot more better than having these normal default trees in Minecraft, because they do not look particularly great. I must admit that myself. So now we've headed around to the back of the house, and we're just going to finish off this porch that I built earlier. I didn't actually record it. We got a little porch there with a barbecue, and then we're just going to trail this path around to this little vineyard area that I made. All it is 2 fences, loads of leaves across, and then berries underneath. Really good way just to farm berries in survival as well. Really will help you there, and obviously you don't walk into the berry bushes because the leaves are on top. And then we head back to the front of the house, and this is just a little showcase so you guys can see what this build looks like. And now if we head over to the front of the house, we can walk through this archway. We got a little pond here, and then we head over to go inside of the build itself. Just going to show you guys around and just let you see what I've done with the inside. So we've got a little clock in front, barrels. We got this little desk area for, like some sort of dresser area. We got a little porch out here that you can sit on and chill. We head back inside. We got a little kitchen there, I'll show you that in a minute, but let's head upstairs. We've got our little bedroom in here, tucked away. And then we've got our little watchtower up here. If we head back downstairs and head over to the kitchen, you've got the few barrels up there. You've got your smoker, your tap area, your brewing stand, and a door that takes us back out to the front. We've got a few dressers there, just like drawers, the personal made ones. Then we head outside here, we've got a few bushes and the barbecue that I like to build. Just some wheat, and then we've got a gate that takes us around to our little vineyard or berry area that we can get some food from, so we don't ever have to worry about food. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to leave a like, comment and subscribe for more content, and I will see you all soon. Peace.